Hello fantastic creatures, I'm Fantasims and welcome to my channel. Now earlier today, as many of you know, The Sims officially announced the Summer of Sims lineup. So as we can see here on the official Sims Twitter, this summer we are getting a brand new kit, which we all know is the Courtyard Oasis kit that's coming out tomorrow. It says we're going to snag a cool new career with a creative new game pack. We're going to go big for Pride at the virtual block party, rock out at the Sims event of the summer, ride 3 waves of base game updates, and bond with nature in this charming new expansion pack. Now I know many other Simmers have reported on this news, but I want to take a bit of a dig into some old surveys and see if we can come up with any clues as to what the new game pack and expansion pack could include. And at the end we'll see if we can uncover any clues as to what these base game updates might include. Now as we can see here, we are actually going to have a live stream tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 2 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully we'll get a bit more information there, but most likely it's just going to be more hints. I was hoping today we'd actually get clear information on what the new game pack is going to be, but at least we can have some fun speculating together. Okay, now for our 10th game pack, we're told we can snag a cool new career with a creative new game pack. And in a previous survey from April last year, 2020, as the Sims community reports, we were given some options of some new ideas that they had at the time. And heists was a suggestion, and that would be like a cool summer theme because it's kind of based on Ocean's 11 or the Ocean's franchise of movies. So it says you can be an aspiring Debbie or Danny Ocean, build your team to seek out and recover the stolen artifacts to return them to the rightful owners. Can you execute the perfect plan, or will your team end up in the slammer? Now that could kind of go with a cool summery theme, but in the description we're also told that it's going to be creative. And I mean, heists could be creative, but I'm thinking it's to do more with something artistic. So right here, building your own band seems to be the favored speculation so far about the game pack. So it says you can go solo or build your supergroup, find your style and perform your way from YouTube celebrity to sold out stadiums. Feel the pressure and demands of keeping the band together, record company demands and the needs of your adoring fans. Now both heists and becoming a band was also a suggestion back in 2017. So on the Sims VIP website, we can see here an old survey from 2017 mentions that you can live the life of a thief, which has a pretty similar description to the heists. And then to live the life of a rock star, form a band and go on tour to gain fame, fortune and new experiences, play a variety of instruments from electric guitar to drums and master your stage skills. Now this could also relate to this description right here, that rock out at the Sims event of the summer. Now this is probably a separate event they'll be streaming. I have no idea what that's going to look like, but could that go hand in hand with the game pack? If we get a band game pack and then we have this summer rocking out event, could those things go hand in hand? Now this next suggestion could be a huge stretch, but back, I don't even know how old this survey is from, because Extra Time Media posted fall last year and they brought up some hints from some really old surveys. Like some of these surveys are before the game even launched in 2014. And they actually did want to include cars. We have here Fast and Fearless, kind of a spoof off of Fast and Furious franchise. Your Sims can go wherever they want at a brisk pace and style in sports cars, on motorcycles and superb road bikes. Compete against other Sims on single streets and win new parts, price and beautiful vehicles, or have fun at the street party. Now the only reason I'm bringing up cars is because the wording where it says ride 3 waves of base game updates, I really don't think this has anything to do with the game pack. But I mean, one of the updates is going to have to do with game pack. And some people are speculating that because of the word ride, maybe they're going to start including cars. Although it says ride 3 waves, I think it's just a phrase that has to do with like the summer theme in general. I don't actually think we're getting cars. But if this was a hint, then the Fast and Fearless suggestion from an old survey could be what the new game pack is about, but I highly doubt it. You guys can let me know what you think. So I don't know. I'm thinking that the new game pack just has to do with rock bands. That seems like it ties into the more artistic, creative side of this phrasing right here, the cool new career with a creative new game pack. Okay, let's move on to the expansion pack. This is going to be the 11th expansion pack, and we're told we're going to bond with nature in this charming new expansion pack. Now, some people are speculating that it could have to do with like fairy tales, like charming castles, Prince Charming, that kind of thing. I don't really think that ties into the summer theme, although the summer theme might not actually be what's going to be the content of the packs. It could just be the way that they're advertising what's going to be launching over the summer. And many people also think it's going to be fairies because of nature and charming as in like magical charms, but I actually don't think it has anything to do with supernatural. So when I think of the wording of nature and then charming to me makes me think of something quaint, like countrysides. So I really am thinking that farming is probably the most likely theme for this pack. Now, another suggestion could be actually based on the April survey from last year. And some of the world suggestions were Brazilian beach town, South African city, Spanish city, Korean city, Swiss mountain town, Chinese countryside, Scottish highlands, Italian vineyards, Greek islands, Costa Rican rainforest. And I'm thinking Italian vineyards could actually tie into this idea of something that's charming and nature, like maybe owning your own vineyard. But more likely, I'm thinking it's going to be farming. Now again, back on Extra Time Media's post where they brought up old survey hints, we've got the green thumb. Step into the greenhouse and put your green thumb to the test by looking crops, flowers, or ornamental plants. I think that's supposed to say looking after. Combine plants and create wonderful new varieties. Become the best gardener in the neighborhood. Now, I know that we already have gardening in the game, but this might expand upon it, where you can have greenhouses. That seems to tie better into bond with nature, like maybe they're going to deepen the gardening gameplay. Because I know we have eco lifestyle, and I know that we already have gardening in the game, and those are both very natural-based things. But there is still a lot more that you can do with gardening, and hopefully if it is a farming pack, it's also going to include animals. Now, Extra Time Media also had a post back before we got Eco Lifestyle and everyone was speculating that that was going to be a farming pack, but they did tie together some hints that we've already gotten for farming, and that of course is there's already coding in the game for horses, which many of us already knew about, and also there is a hint on the Dreamy Pad Bed from Get Famous, where it talks about a single evil chicken named Charles. And back in Sims 3, they actually had an evil chicken named Charles that came with the chicken coop. And then we already do have the chickens in Island Living. You can't play with them, but they are in the world moving around, as you can see in this image right here. And then there's this hint that in Discovery University in the debate station, one of the things you can debate are cow plants cows or plants? And for some reason I'm thinking, I don't know whether it was one of the sim gurus or maybe it was just another simmer on Twitter, but I remember someone asking on Twitter this exact same question. Don't quote me on that, I can't fully remember, and I tried looking for it but I couldn't find it, so maybe I'm just like imagining it. But I feel like that was a question that one of the sim gurus asked. I don't know, I'm probably wrong about that. Now, in Brindleton Bay, there's actually cows in the background. I don't think they move. I could be wrong, I haven't really looked into it, but as Extra Time Media shows in this image, in Brindleton Bay, you can see cows in the background. And as one simmer pointed out a long time ago, I can't remember who it was, they discovered one of their dogs had a thought bubble that had a horse in it. So maybe we could be getting horses, cows, and chickens, and hopefully maybe even some more farm animals, if this expansion pack is in fact farming. But who knows? What do you guys think? I do think farming suits the description a lot better than fairies. I really don't think fairies are going to be part of an expansion pack. The only way I could see supernatural sims in an expansion pack is if it were a collection of several different types. But then they have been giving us a lot of curveballs and surprises lately, so who knows? Now, quickly to wrap up, we're told that we're going to ride 3 waves of base game updates. And these 3 updates will likely coincide with the 3 packs, so we'll be getting an update tomorrow, probably with the new kit pack, and then one with the game, and then one with the expansion pack. We are getting new hair color swatches, so hopefully that will be tomorrow, but if not that, we'll likely be getting that with the game pack in June. I'm thinking that since the kit pack is coming out in May, we're going to get the game pack in June and then the expansion pack in July, especially because EA Play Live event is July 22nd, so it's most likely the expansion pack will be announced then. Now, what else those base game updates could include, I have no idea, but back in January 2020, the Sims team shared a huge survey including suggestions for improving packs we already have. So could we see some improvements in packs that have already been released, especially packs like Island Living, since that fits the summer theme and it does need a lot of improvement. But that might be too much for back-to-back pack releases to have improved previous packs on top of that. I don't know that they would release that much content all in one go, but you never know. I do find it odd to have packs back-to-back month to month. We've had 5 months of nothing for the beginning of the year other than kit packs. So I'm just surprised that a game and an expansion is coming out back-to-back 1 month after the other. Anyway, we also did vote on 3 of our most loved characters in that survey as well from the Sims franchise, so perhaps characters might have a comeback or get revamped in these updates. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for now. You guys let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and speculations for these new upcoming packs are going to be. I love speculating with you guys, and I love you guys so freaking much.